I will go till the end and see if I die or not.
Now you will be fine. And so I've started the recording. And so, as usual, my warm greetings from wherever you are accessing this recording and whatever the time. So we are going to go through Learning Unit 2. And let me first begin by agreeing with Lara. It's kind of a jump from Learning Unit 1 to Learning Unit 2. All of a sudden, you find quite a lot of material that is being provided to you. But let me reassure you that there's nothing to be afraid of, because you will see that most of the pages are filled with examples and exercise. So, which actually is very good for us, because given the nature of this module, which is very practical, you need to begin practicing. And so that's why from our last conversation, from Learning Unit 1, I told you already that, guys, you need to be ready, because we're going to jump into practice. And I have to say, a bit surprised that questions are coming, but they are still not that much, right? Maybe because of the fact that we don't have great numbers. We are a small group, so I feel like some of you are still a little bit timid. But I'm hoping that you're gonna definitely make also the adjustment, the shift in your mind to say, okay, now I need to engage, now I need to ask questions, now I need to talk to my peers, now I need to work together. And that's actually the secret that I believe is going to work. The research out there is quite clear. The engagement is the key to your success. So a student who is engaging, a student who is participating, it's just not possible for that student to fail, right? And also I would say that it's not possible to fail this module for a student who goes through all the examples and exercises, which I would say that was the secret for all these years for people who are doing very well, is that they just take the time to go through all the examples. Some examples you might not need actually to go through them, because they could be repetitive, but it's just for you to get used to that, to how these questions are asked. Because if you memorize the solutions to a particular question, that also can be dangerous. Because you see, when you have memorized, you have taken your attention, you've taken your attention away from the details of each question, right? So look at the details, look at what they are asking you. What exactly do they want you to do? And that's what I find as, somehow, I won't say funny, but it's heartbreaking sometimes for for some of you when you are answering a paper. Is that I'm just wondering, did you even read the question? Because you are asking, you are answering something else. You are giving me information that is not required of you. So again, breathe in, breathe out, be composed. Remember, it's numbers. Don't have too much feelings. So be concentrated. Look at the questions. Look at what they're giving you. Some stuff they're gonna give you, they're not gonna be part of the answer, and they're not really actually gonna contribute to you answering the question. So I hope that that's clear. So let me just quickly again and fast reiterate for all of you. Learning Unit 2 is very good. The fact that it's quite a lot that is provided, it's going to carry you until Learning Unit 5. Learning Unit 5, it's also going to be a long chapter, but it's going to carry you until the end of the module. So trust me, you're going to love it. So don't panic. Don't say, wow, Learning Unit 2, too much information. Oh my God. Are all the learning units going to be like this? No, they're not. So learning unit 2 is basically the introduction to the practical side of things. And that's why there's quite a lot in there, right? But don't worry, because you will see learning unit 3 won't have as much content. So learning unit 3 will be building on learning unit 2. Learning unit 4 will be building on learning unit 2, and then so on, right? So it's very structured. It's very structured. Jesse. Jesse, please unmute yourself and jump in.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I'm good, thank you. Um, yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I just have I have one concern about the module that I've picked up so far.
Yes.
So I didn't do really well in accounting, and unfortunately, I failed accounting 1B. So I still need to redo it. But when I was summarizing this past week and this weekend, um, I've noticed that some of the accounting things, like I've mentioned, the creditors and debitors confuse me. And I'm just wondering if the fact that I didn't do so well in accounting, if it will, make this module much harder for me.
Very good question. Very good question, Jesse. Um, in fact, I'm answering not only for you, but I'm answering for everybody else also, right? So, guys, it won't affect you whatsoever. And let me be clear that, in fact, it's going to help you understand accounting, because accounting in itself is basically standing in a no man's land. You don't understand how accounting relates really to the entire business financially. That's why you do finance, because finance is going to give you the broad view. So I can say with certainty, first of all, take away the fear of saying, well, I'm seeing some accounting stuff. And I know exactly where you saw the accounting stuff, especially in the case of JC. But actually, it was not even touching on accounting. So the small section that talks about the credit and the debits, don't it's one little point. It's not even actually touching much on accounting, but it's a good place to reflect. And we're going to go through it. We can also touch on that in this session, right? But again, I repeat for everybody, don't have, when I reassured you from the very beginning, take away your fears about numbers, because that's, first of all, the first barrier that you are putting in front of yourself in your mind, a barrier that should not be there. You see, so put the numbers away. You have a group, you have a collaboration group. We're going to engage. Don't feel shy to ask questions. I will never tell you, wow, my goodness, this question is so stupid. The only thing I will tell you is, if you've missed a section, I will refer you back to that section, because I will be pointing to you the sections that you are not reading. So you would ask a question, but I would understand. And that's why I'm a lecturer, because I would understand you are struggling with this because you didn't read properly this section. And I will refer you exactly to that section, right? So I hope you are reassured, Jesse, and all of you are reassured. If you did well in accounting, good. If you didn't do well in accounting, does not matter, because this is the module that is going to help you even actually understand accounting. You see, because yeah, remember again, you are here as entrepreneurs. You need this module, and that's why it is in your second year. It's for a purpose, and it is the last financial module you're gonna have for your degree. It is on purpose, because they know if you do this one and understand this one, you can definitely manage your enterprise financially, right? So guys, here we are. Remember again, So let me browse. Like I said, the purpose here is for you to ask questions. Now, guys, I will be so disappointed if I go through this, nobody's asking questions because you're throwing me the wrong way. You're sending me the wrong way of believing that you guys understood everything, that nothing was an issue. So now there's two different interpretations to that, right? Either you did not have time to cover the module, which is unfortunate because you are wasting time, or you covered, but maybe there's some sections that you don't feel that you should actually ask a question, or you are too shy. I don't think that that's actually would be a probable explanation. I don't think so. So just make sure that when it is a week that you are covering a particular learning unit, cover it. Go through the examples, fail. Let me tell you, if you are failing an example, it's so good because it means that you are learning. All right? So don't be afraid to attempt some of these examples, right? They are long, but just like in finance, some of the information that is provided to you, majority of it is irrelevant. And that's why you are being trained. You are being trained to recognize what is important to answer the question. Because we can give you long tables that are not relevant. We can give you a balance sheet, a full balance sheet. We can give you an income statement, but we just want you to calculate for us the gross profit, which requires just for you to look at two elements only. That's all. So don't be shocked by, oh my goodness, this question is so long. It's not all the information there that is relevant, right? Okay. Is that clear to everyone? Can I get a feedback on that? Is that clear? Perfect. All right. So let's jump in, guys. Let's jump in. So I hope we are on the same page. But remember again, today we are looking at